Listen to the fear that's gone. Holding back the year, chance for me to escape from all I know. Holding back the tears, 'cause nothing here is wrong, and I'll keep holding on, keep holding on, I'll keep holding on, keep holding on, I'll keep holding on, keep holding on, I'll keep holding, keep holding on.
Good morning. Well, welcome everybody to Griffin School. My name's Adam Wilson. I'm the head of school here. I'm really happy to see everybody looking so beautiful. Before we start, I just want to ask everyone, pull out your devices. We're going to hand out yonder pouches for you to lock them all in. No, sorry. I know that might yeah. Some scars about these things, I know. No, but if you would turn off your phones, that would be great. Put them on silent. I know you might be using them for photos, but just turn on the do not disturb so we can all be here now together for this important moment. And join me in welcoming the faculty and staff of the Griffin School. Here they come. Keep it going. I know that we're a small school, but there's a lot of them, so. And if you would rise and join me in welcoming the Griffin School Class of 2025. You may be seated. Parents and families, faculty and staff, students and alumni, members of the Griffin School class of 2025. Good morning. I'm honored to welcome you to Griffin School's 28th graduation ceremony and the culmination of our 29th school year. We are gathered here on this peaceful morning to honor the resilience, the perseverance, and the accomplishments of our graduating class. Just a few days ago, our neighborhood was pummeled with a violent hailstorm and winds that tore apart and toppled trees all across this neighborhood. Our little Mexican sycamore saplings, which we planted a year ago, were bent and buffeted, and their broad leaves are looking a little tattered today. But they're still standing, recovering, and sending out new sprouts. So, developing the resilience and adaptability to navigate stormy times. I feel like that's been the theme of my graduation welcome for the past 5 years. And every year has felt full of unprecedented events. What a time we're in. In the broader culture, I'm not sure we're getting better at handling the crises of the world. We're sometimes driven more by our fears and anxieties than our hopes and aspirations. At Griffin School, of course, we're affected by the same forces that impact the rest of the world. And as in any community, our challenge is to find a way to care for ourselves and each other in spite of the inequities of the world, live our lives with a strong moral compass, avoid the toxic parts of our culture, and the knowledge that there's really no way to avoid causing moral injury to other people in the world as we go through our lives. This is like the paradox of being a human being. We're imperfect, and even when we're well-intentioned, we will cause moral harm to others through our decisions and our actions. So, we know life is a mess, and specifically, we are going to mess it up all the time, and yet we're staying committed to living a moral life and doing the best we can to make the world a better place in the way we live. At Griffin, I hope we've created the space for an intentional community that has challenged each of our graduates to live up to high standards of moral values and civic and academic engagement, but also provides a high level of care and support to attain those standards. Graduates, I hope we have effectively created boundaries around the media that would capture and keep your attention focused on empty fluff and outrage. I hope we've instead made space for you to think deeply and connect in meaningful ways to the other people in your lives. I hope we've created abundant opportunities for you to shine and achieve great things in the classroom, on the sports field, on our stage. And we hope these experiences have instilled the kind of communitarian values in you that the world needs right now. Civic responsibility, social justice, proactive kindness, and generosity. Class of 2025, each of you has contributed to the culture of our school community, and we're a better place because of you. I hope you will take what you learned here and invest it fully in the places you go next. Your curiosity, your thoughtful attention, your activism, your authenticity, your vulnerability, your compassion, take all of that with you into the rest of your lives. With all your flaws and human imperfections, you are unique. You're magnificent. You're beautiful just the way you are. And we're sending you off with all our love and support. So congratulations on your commencement. Thank you. Every year, the graduating seniors select a faculty member to honor them with an address at this event. This year's faculty member has been at Griffin School for just 3 years, but he came to us with a full career of experience as a history teacher. In fact, I think he was kind of enjoying his semi-retirement when he came to Griffin campus for a few lunch periods to help register students to vote in advance of the 2022 election. And, just got us talking about the possibilities, and fortunately for us, we were able to pull him into the Griffin faculty for the last few years. His gentle, generous, thoughtful way has guided students to a deeper understanding of civics, politics, history, government, and economic structures. It's been a turbulent time in those areas, and we're grateful to him for guiding and supporting our students through it all. I'm deeply honored to introduce Griffin School government and economics teacher, David Graham.
A couple of props, so I just need to get these out. There we go. Constitution, yes. And I'd like to just maybe take a moment, and thank you for that wonderful introduction, just to do a quick an acknowledgement of land acknowledgement. We're all so connected to it. So we acknowledge that we're standing on the ancestral homes of the Plains tribes, including the Lipan Apache, Comanche, and Tonkawa. Griffin now resides on these taken lands. We pay respect to the Plains tribes, past, present, and future, and work to make amends to the land and the people. Thank you all for inviting me to speak, and more so, thank you for all the joy and wisdom that you brought to Griffin on a daily basis throughout your years here. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to Susan for finding this wonderful place, and to the incredible Griffin staff, and to all the friends and family that brought this day forth for this celebration. After receiving this honor to celebrate the delightful class of 2025, I considered doing a top 10, which is one of our class traditions we do throughout the year. These lighthearted contests of knowledge range from identifying the states with the highest voter turnout. Anyone? Didn't know there's been a question here, but yes, so it is Wisconsin, so jump around Wisconsin. All right, to the happiest nation on earth. Finland, yes, so keep us to you, Finnish friends. Yes, you are the happiest. And which businesses have the most locations worldwide? Oh my God, that was great. All right, so kudos to you, slushy gods. You have made an impression on us. So, but 10 is quite a large number, and based on personal experience, both as a teacher and as a parent, the highlight of a graduation is not a lengthy speech, but a celebration of an amazing collective. And indeed, this is an amazing and talented class. So I pruned today's list to top 3. 3 things to keep in mind as you go forth. Keep in mind that these are countdowns. So we go 3, 2, 1. Trust me, it adds to the drama of it. So, all right. So number 3. These next years are just life. When I graduated from high school, I remember a bank teller ruefully informing me that the college years were the best of his life. At the time, I was relishing my high school glory. So who was he to diminish my treasured high school years? It also seems sad to think that this bank teller had already kind of peaked, right? I mean, there are years beyond the age 25, and is that, after that, only just a sad wasteland of lost dreams? I thought, yikes, that's not what I want to be looking forward to. And certainly I did emerge from college as a much different person. Hopefully these post-high school years will expand new interests and talents in you. However, remind yourselves that these next very fun years will not be some dreamy paradise all the time. They are, after all, life, with all its joys and sorrows, accomplishments and struggles, novel experience, and also meandering sameness. And that is okay. Embrace the good times and remind yourself of your tried and tested resilience when you face difficulties. There are clementines for you afterwards, so. Number 2, this is from our old friend, Mr. Rogers, as in the one with the neighborhood. Yes, and he said, look for helpers. There will always be helpers. We live in difficult times, and you've seen many breathtaking and harrowing things in your short lives. You raise them up at the beginning of the year, when we talked about kind of what were the political moments that you had experienced, and they are here on these cards. I still have them. From school mock elections to family discussions, debate watch parties, and election night coverage. And indeed, you were born into the 2008 recession and the election and re-election of our first African-American president. You navigated COVID-19 during your key developmental years and bore witness to the January 6th attacks on democracy, all while facing a self-inflicted climate crisis. Numerous graduation speakers have already placed great weight on your shoulders to take the mantle and lead us to find solutions to all these problems. I won't list all that we face. Indeed, Jefferson Smith and even Clarissa Saunders would be flummoxed. Sorry, we just watched Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and so if you haven't watched it, you should check it out. It's hopeful. But indeed, right, we need your innovation and intellect, your compassion, your commitment like never before. But it's not all on you. We older folks are not abandoning society, its problems and our legacies. We welcome you to the fray. Granted, you may have to push some of us out of the way, and please do. Remember, there are helpers, just look for us. Hopefully, you have felt that at Griffin. And last one, finally, as I have often told my own kids when we part, take care of yourself. Remember, there is only one of you. It may be corny, but it's also quite true. We need you and all that you are. You can only bring your abundant gifts if you have nurtured your well-being. Treat yourself kindly and find joy, just as you have throughout your time here. Your impassioned lunchtime card games, your devotion to each other on athletic courts and fields. Here we go. Oh, and then the raucous senior overnight Nerf battles. And yes, even the merry yet on-so-point fashion critiques that you frequently gave me. Always constructive, always helpful. And when some senior classes might have slid into the twilight of their high school years, you championed Griffin's first full-scale musical, crafted phenomenal art and music at the spring show, and wowed us with your creativity and intellect on your senior projects. And finally, on the very last day, you reminded us to play by hiding a seemingly infinite number of miniature ducks throughout the campus. Thank you for these. I'll always have this. Yes, there is only one of each of you, only one, and only one Griffin class of 2025. And we are so, so grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, David. So, this is the part of the ceremony in which each graduate is honored by one person who they've asked to speak on their behalf. We'll ask the speaker for the first graduate to come up and sit on the bench, on one of the benches right behind the stages. So, Janelle, that's you, I think. And as the graduates are being honored, we want the next speaker to be ready, sitting on the bench, to come straight up at their time so we can move through our program. We're going in the order that's on the program that you have. So if you're a speaker, keep track of where we are. It's all alphabetical by last name. So with that, the first member of the class of 2025 we will be honoring today is Lillian Emma Anderson.
Good morning. Hi, Lily. You did it. Lily, there are so many beautiful things about you that it was hard to choose which to highlight, but I narrowed it down to your humility and your courage. It takes courage to transition to a new school, especially for your senior year, but you did that. It takes courage to build new relationships, learn a new school, acquaint yourself with a new curriculum, pacing, teachers, etc., but you humbly did that too. You humbly acknowledged that there were going to be some challenges and you courageously embraced for them, recognized them, and accepted the support given to overcome them. And along the way, you begin to open your petals and blossom. We got a chance to see you. You are kind, compassionate, creative beyond imagination, humorous, simply brilliant. You have a glorious light within you that the world needs to see. So be courageous and let it shine. Don't you ever allow anyone or anything to dim your light. Be authentically you. I am super proud of you, and I am going to miss you. And for the last time, I say, hey, girl, you did it, and you got this. Congratulations.
Sophia Kate Balboa.
Hi, everyone. Excuse the speech. It was actually written by candlelight since we haven't had electricity since Wednesday. So we're here. Time has gone fast, almost too fast, right? I still remember Sophia first, starting at DOS and then moving on to junior high and then high school. And it's gone fast, right? We're extremely proud of you, Sophia. And, from the day that Sophia was born, we knew she was going to be special. Even coming into this world, she put up a fight and refused to do so except on her own terms. That was an evening to remember, and that's how she's modeled her entire life, right? Either through karate, soccer, volleyball, basketball, softball, lacrosse, and many more. Y'all know she's a sports girl as well as a academics girl, but even in she did a whole bunch of piano as well, over 11 years of piano. But the most impressive part of what makes up Sophia is her entire academic career has been nothing but straight A's, which we promised her a long time ago that if she did well in school, we'd take her on a European trip. I didn't think that was going to come through. I didn't quite think it through. So time to pay the piper, right? So, but now here at Griffin, she's had a very successful career, and I'm very proud of her. We're all very proud of her, and that's enough bragging about my kid. But as our jobs as parents is to prepare our kids for this world, right? And both for the good, the bad. But with Sophia, I think we can all agree that she's well prepared to tackle any of the world's challenges. Just ask her; she'll tell you how prepared she is, right? But this is because of the wonderful education that she received, at St. Francis, as I mentioned before, and then, of course, here at Griffin. So a big thank you to all the teachers and support staff who helped Sophia along in her journey to become this wonderful person that she is. But I do want to say now that she'll be attending TCU next year that everyone is extremely proud of her. And I especially want to thank our entire family for their unwavering support of Sophia that allowed her to flourish the way that she did. And to Sophia, most of all, you did it. You earned everything, and I know that someday you'll probably own the world as well. Love you. Yeah. If anybody knows of a good deal in the Fort Worth area for a house, please let me know.
Jack Aiden Biggers.
Well, hello, good morning. I'm Lewis, Jack's father. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Jack. I'm going to do his journey in three parts, 1st to 4th grade, 5th to 8th, and then when you guys met him in 9th to 12th. In 1st to 4th, Jack demonstrated astonishing perceptivity. He would listen to very difficult books being read aloud to his older brother, and he could tell you about the symbolism in the story while he was playing Legos and not seeming to pay attention. He absorbed a lot. Legos again. We went to the Smithsonian, and Jack came home and immediately built a model of the Enola Gay from scratch that he had seen in the museum. Often he would listen to me struggle to explain something on a call at work, and then rightly suggest that I simplify my directions to focus on the three most important things. Jack heard and saw what others could not, and in his words, he thinks in 3D. In fourth grade, Jack learned that he has dyslexia. His ability to absorb what he heard and saw had masked this before, but now he needed more support. Jack's mom recognized this and found a school that built on his perceptivity and helped with strategies to work in school. In 5th and 8th grade, Jack regained confidence, became an avid reader, and found his voice to advocate for his and others' needs. That brings us to Griffin, 9th and 12th grade. In the 14 COVID months before Jack started here at Griffin, he moved across the country twice. Not easy for a teen starting at a new school. As hard as that was, it brought him to Griffin, where the emphasis, certainly academics, but was listening to and seeing others, as well as using your voice to speak up for what you believe in. It's been the perfect place to build upon what Jack had developed to that point. Caroline, Adam, faculty, staff, students, and parents, you all have contributed to the environment that helped Jack prepare for his next chapter. Thank you. Jack, we love you. Congratulations, everyone, and job well done.
Henry Borum.
Good morning. I am the theater teacher and director here at Griffin, and I have the honor of speaking for 4 graduates today, and the first is Henry Borum. When you were younger, just a freshman age kid, your teachers noticed creative things you did, like collecting human hair just for fun. You found some Scotch tape, and when you were done, you stuck it all on a tiny baby doll's head. That's when your teachers said, what did she say? They said, Henry, I hope someday you'll find a way to make your creative tendencies pay. Yes, you'll be an artist. You have a talent for pursuits on the stage. Yes, you'll be an artist. And UT mathematics can wait. Your temperament's wrong for the priesthood, but teaching might suit you the best. Yes, you are an artist and a success. Henry Borum, it has been a joy and maybe one of the greatest pleasures of my life to create art alongside you. And I have no idea if the world is ready for your mathematical, theatrical brilliance, but I know this to be true and nothing truer, that the artist world and our world needs you, a human being and an artist just like you. So split.
Luke Blair Buchanan.
That was my wife, so. Describing Luke Buchanan to others, I've often remarked, he's the sort of person I would have been friends with in high school. Robin Grace recently told me, he is your friend in high school. He's your friend, and he's in high school. 8 years ago, maybe longer, Luke came to me to explore creative writing. I didn't know what to do with him back then. Maybe he could write down passages written by the greats, like a little monk in a scriptorium. Luckily, he showed up with stuff to work on. A possessed Woody the Cowboy doll that drives a mother to madness. A doctor who drinks so much kombucha, he becomes a SCOBY disc. And it's been like that ever since. always meeting halfway, always a collaboration, always mutual respect. The sort of thing anyone would be lucky to find, but especially a teacher and a student. What else do I tell people about Luke Buchanan? He's abundantly intelligent. He's a writer of startling talent, a fearless detective of specious claims. He's an empath, a patron saint of lost dogs, a generous provider of snacks. He's a writer, he's a reader. This year he became a teacher. He's a really good guy. Luke, go on and show us what I should tell them next about you. Thanks, Luke.
Styx Casaban.
Buenos dias, Griffin. Buenos dias, Styx. Okay. First of all, Styx, thank you. I haven't taught you in 4 years, and yet here I am, giving your graduation speech. That's wild, and I'm honored. I taught Styx for 3 years in middle school and clearly made an impression. Such an impression that Styx waited 4 full years to recover and then invited me. Especially recovering from Senor Juan's videos in the Spanish class. I still use them, by the way. Now, let me tell you, middle school Styx was always doodling. I mean, constantly. I used to think, this student is in another galaxy. Turns out, Styx was in class, listening and creating a sketchbook masterpiece. That taught me, a seasoned teacher, very seasoned teacher, that learning doesn't always look like eye contact or note-taking. Sometimes it looks like a turtle with sunglasses. Ah, yes, turtles. And let me teach you something. How do we say turtle in Spanish? Tortuga. Yes. Okay, every project that we did, dialogue, there were turtles, tortugas. Dialogues in Spanish class, 2 turtles at a restaurant. Sick day, a turtle was very sick and went to the doctor. A cold, an exam, a drama. A turtle was having an existential crisis, talking with her teacher. Everything had to do with tortugas. Yes, that love for turtles wasn't random. Styx has always had this deep connection to the ocean, to nature, and especially to justice. And no surprise, Styx is studying right now marine biology at the Trinity University. Who's surprised? No one is. Styx, you've grown into someone who speaks up, who shows up and stands strong like a turtle. Hard shell, strong limbs, and a soft heart. Keep being patient, persistent, and powerful, just like your tortugas. Okay, I'm so proud of you. Go do great things and never stop being unapologetic. Love you. A tortuga for you. Te amo. Gracias.
Nayeli Victoria Colette.
Hey, good morning. My name is Pascal. Yes, there are 2 Pascal in Griffin. I know. So today is a big day for Nayeli. Not only she's graduating, but yesterday she turned 18. So happy birthday, Nayeli. So it's a wonderful weekend for her to remember. Not only she's graduating, but also becoming an adult. And what I remember when we arrived from Chicago to Austin about 8 years ago, you were this little girl, 10-year-old, and you are a young, woman, positive, strong, kind, and full of creativity. And you work hard to get to this point. We spent numerous evenings working on calculus, Nayeli and I, and those will be memories I'll keep forever. There were some cries, but also there were some moments of joy. So it was wonderful. And Nayeli never gives up. You took on basketball in your senior year. Amazing coach. So thank you very much, coach, for accepting Nayeli and giving her the strength. And now I think you're ready to go to your next journey. She's going to go to Drexel in Philadelphia, so we're going to miss her dearly. But I think I'm so looking forward to all the great stuff you're going to be doing, your creativity, your engineering, and all that coming together. You did really find your passion, so thank you, Nelly. I also wanted to thank the staff of Griffin, the teacher and the staff. When Nelly joined, she was a sophomore, and she was going through kind of a tough moment, like a lot of you. But she was really welcome with warmth and care, and you really helped her become who she is today. And so really thank you, staff and admin. Really, we love this place and the community, and we could not think of a better school for Nelly and for our family. So thank you for that. So congratulations again for graduating, and happy birthday, Nelly.
Isaac Cortez Ramirez.
Isaac, buenos días a todo el mundo. Isaac, I'm so proud and happy to be here with you today. I remember the first time you came to my class for a placement test. Although after talking to you, I realized that you probably didn't need one. You still took it, and it was very nice to see that you also have a very good grammar. It's always very special to have students to connect with culturally. You kept surprising me the next 2 years, too. And I've really enjoyed getting to know you and all the great things you have provided in class and Spanish club. Thank you for all those projects and for trying to make a good tortilla de patatas. I'm so happy for you to continue with your career and your passion to become an electrical engineer. Today you have gotten here, and I don't doubt that you will get whatever you want to. Thank you for everything you've taught me. Estoy muy orgullosa y feliz de estar aquí contigo. Me acuerdo de la primera vez que viniste a mi clase para que te diera un examen de nivel, y cuando hablábamos me di cuenta de que no lo necesitabas. Siempre es especial tener estudiantes con quien comparto parte de mi cultura. Te he visto crecer como estudiante y como persona increíble en la que te estás convirtiendo. Me ha encantado conocerte mejor y conocer mejor tus intereses este último año, y también me ha sorprendido muchas cosas de ti. He admirado tus proyectos en el Spanish Club, tu interés en la cocina y querer hacer tortilla de patatas. Estoy tan feliz de que vayas a continuar con tu carrera y estudiar ingeniería eléctrica, que sé que te apasiona. Hoy has llegado hasta aquí y no tengo duda de que seguirás llegando a donde quieras llegar. Gracias por todo lo que me has enseñado. Te deseo lo mejor.
Annabelle Ewert.
I worked as Annabelle's teacher, English teacher for 2 years, and Annabelle spent almost every lunch in my room. So Annabelle, I am so incredibly thrilled and proud that you are graduating today. You are a wonderfully intelligent, kind, generous person, and you have genuine talent. When I first met you, you were rather shy, but very reliable and self-directed, and you're always able to beast your way through any assignment. You have the smarts, motivation, and level-headedness. But mostly, you're always willing to offer a helping hand to anyone who needed it, and you are incredibly creative and imaginative. I will greatly miss our conversations we had during lunch and getting to see how knowledgeable you are about animation and film. One conversation we had was about Walt Disney, because we watched this PBS documentary about his life. And I was very impressed about how, even though you were really young, you had taken away from it Disney's remarkable ability to turn failure into success. And the lessons about perseverance and ingenuity, and thinking about your graduation, I realized that you possess those same qualities, that no matter what the setback is, you're always able to power through. And it's incredibly impressive and so admirable. I loved hearing about your dogs, Bingo and Iris, and their various ruffian escapades. And one thing about Annabelle is she has an enormous heart and a love for family, home, and animals. Annabelle, I am proud of your courage, confidence, and compassion. You are an astonishingly unique young woman with many astonishing gifts, and we wish you all the joys and successes in your future. Thank you for being my lunch buddy.
Marina Anna Ferraro.
High on these feelings, not knowing where I'll land, not gonna save me, lost in your summer plans.
I've always wanted to have
Just
walk-up
let
music,
it
so I
go.
had to take advantage of this. When I hear this beautiful music you created, I cannot help but think of your 8-year-old self. That imaginative young girl that would write letters to her fairy. And as your fairy writing back, I cherished our interactions. When I think of growth these last 4 years, 3 themes come to mind. Change. Moving to a new place right before high school wasn't easy, yet you embraced the opportunities as well as the obstacles. Perseverance. Your dedication and pursuit of academic excellence allowed you to excel in every subject studied, setting you up well for college. Joy. This is an area I've seen the most growth. Little did you know that the music workshop you took during your freshman year would manifest from songwriting to performing to producing. Music has allowed you to express the best parts of yourself, including your empathy, compassion, and desire to connect on a deep, meaningful level. Watching you develop your musical talent has also brought great joy to your mother and I. Many say that fathers will always see the young girl no matter how old their daughters get. So when I see both the 8 and 18-year-old self of you, as your fairy, if I could bestow 3 wishes upon you, they would be, first, embrace failure. True success cannot occur without failure. Second, be confident. You have so much to offer. And third, trust your instincts. Reflecting on your own journey, you apply these principles. As you've applied these principles, great things have and will continue to happen. Thank you. I love you.
Alexander Goff.
When Alexander was in kindergarten, his teacher called him a lanternfish because even then he was a deep, inquisitive thinker. He's quiet, but he's always observing and formulating big thoughts. And like that big, deep ocean fish, he carries a glowing light. Alexander, I'm so proud of you to see how your light has continued to grow and shine, and you continue to apply that thoughtful approach to everything you do. When I look back on the moments that have defined you, I see a young man who embodies curiosity and grit. Here are just a few over the years. Doing extreme flips on the trampoline and with water bottles, growing and harvesting your own potatoes, building your first computer out of wood, paper, and cardboard, exercising strategy and patience in fishing, from scouting the best spots to catching record-sized lake trout, harvesting your own salt from the ocean, establishing the most lucrative lemonade stand in town, perfecting your goals and scoring hat tricks in soccer, playing beautiful music on the piano from when you first could reach the keys, cooking perfect Belgian waffles as well as lamb burgers, leading philosophical conversations at the dinner table, and most recently, tracking stocks, your income, and other variables with complex spreadsheets, proving that your light, much like the lanternfish, reaches even deeper into unexplored waters. Alexander Helmut Dmitri Goff, I love you and the young man you've become, and I know that your passion and quiet determination will continue to light your path, and you will succeed in whatever you put your mind to. And I can't wait to see where your journey takes you to Emory and beyond.
Maria Isabel Hernandez.
Hi. An excerpt from one of my favorite plays, written by one of my favorite playwrights. A plane is heavy with memories, from seat to seat, holding fragments of a person's life, children with beach dreams, lovers' honeymoons, and mine. Planes are human minds with wings, with a distant call to home. Maria, your play reminds us that sacred spaces tenderly hold the fragments of a person's life. The big room is our sacred space, holding the memories of each character you brought to life. Mother, reciting directions home as the last of her memories wash down the river. Anya watching the moon rise over her life. The tour guide who just inhaled a molecule of air that was exhaled in a quiet sigh long ago. Krista reaching through time from her ladder towards something real. Myrtle, dressed in Rancho rose and pining for her long trip to Pasadena. Or Sandy's hand resting oh so gently on Soda Pop's cheek. Charlotte as she smoked and shimmy and shined right through the heart of grief. And then Tui, the perfect personification of a plant worthy of world domination. Each one of these memories, your moments, are echoing back to us across time. As Maria writes in her play, Endless Beach Days, they tell you if you pursue your dream, you will fall. They don't like it when women have fun. They don't even like it when we speak. But you know what I would tell myself if I still had flesh? I'd reach for the sun. Because you will fall, but you will be happy while doing it. Maria, your sun is out there, and it is right within reach, and you are so deserving. So go get it!
Nathaniel Thomas Hobson. Miller Daniel Hughes. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life and acknowledge and celebrate Miller. Miller is a thoughtful, kind, curious person who brings positive energy to every group, every class, every team he's in. Miller has remarkable gifts and talents, and he uses them to make the people around him better. In house band, he provides the beat with energy and rhythm to lift up everyone else in the band. As the point guard on the basketball team, he set up his teammates for easy layups. On the Student Wellbeing Council, he spread compassion and inclusivity. His senior project was a study of community, connection, and vulnerability. So there's just something about a wildly talented musician, a handsome, athletic, cool guy who's interested in creating authentic connections with other human beings by having discussions with them about the greatest amount of love they've ever felt. That's Miller. And that's the legacy he leaves here at Griffin. Miller, in your chill, calm way, you have become a standout leader. You always seem at peace, comfortable right where you are. At the same time, I bet these last 4 years have felt like forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you there's something else, the afterworld in Chicago. And as you bring your vibrant energy, your sincerity, your vulnerability, and your curiosity to the Art Institute of Chicago, I wish for you a world of never-ending happiness where you can always see the sun, day or night. Wen Jin.
Hi everyone, I'm Hao. I'm Wen or Claire's brother. Yeah, I'm feel very honored today to speak at Claire's graduation ceremony and celebrate with everyone here. So as you can see that I'm much older than Claire, and I still remember the moment I took the picture that was featured on the board there, 18, 20 years ago. And yeah, so that's my first memory of Claire, being a very cute little girl running around, wearing wings. But I'm so glad I'm being part of her journey in the past 3.5 years while she studied here for high school. Yeah, watching you grow from a shy teenager to a young adult, it's a gift that I will always cherish for the rest of my life. You came to US to study at a very young age and facing a tremendous amount of challenge. I know I've not been always very easy on you, but I want to tell you that you have done a great job. It's new language, new culture, new life, far away from home. But you didn't give up. You overcame all of them with quite strength and determination. What's always stood out to me, I believe your friends, community can stand behind me, is your deep care. You care about family, you care about friends, and you care about community. You always wanted to cheer others when they're going through up and down. I want you to know that we got your back. We cheer you, we support you, as always and forever. And she started a Chinese club here. And I still remember all those nights of preparing from food to traditional culture things that she can showcase. And I still remember arguing with her to cook a big pot of Chinese food that would feed a whole entire army, and she was saying, "No, everybody want to take like three bowls of this. It's so delicious." Yeah. But I want to tell you that you make a big difference, a real difference, to us, to family, and to your friends. I can tell that. And also, today I just want to say congratulations. You have earned this moment, and I hope you can take a deep breath and hold it in and feel proud of everything you have accomplished. I also wanted to thank the school here, Griffin, Adam, Lawrence, Ashley, Francis, just to name a few, and the big community here, friends, families. It's not always been easy for her to go through everything, but with the support here, I'm so grateful that she made it, we all made it. Life is a long journey, and the world is constantly changing. But if you keep your positive energy and your kindness, your passion, I know you will make a positive impact wherever you go. On behalf of our entire family my dad travel all the way here to attend, but mom cannot. So I know she's cheering you up from far away. We're so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations.
Aiden Jonah Crowell.
Hi, I'm Aiden's bigger sister. On April 24th, 2007, my baby brother was born. 18 years later, he's still one of my favorite people and one of my best friends. From the moment he came into this world, he has brought laughter, energy, and a kind of light that has not faded. Watching him grow has been one of the greatest joys of my life. Aiden is one of the kindest people I have met. Yes, he's a little awkward, but he always makes others feel included and heard. His kindness is like a quiet light. His heart is so big, and it shows in the way he treats others with patience, respect, and compassion. I've learned a lot from watching the way he treats others, and it is something I truly admire about him. When Aiden was born, he had 2 strokes, which destroyed the speech part of his brain and affected the right side of his body. We learned sign language to help him communicate, but around 5, he started to chat a little bit. It was hard for people to understand him, but not me. I was his big sister, and I knew everything he was saying. With speech and physical therapy and his unrelenting hard work, he is where he is today. Through all his struggles, he has excelled at school, he has ranked nationally in mountain biking, and has found a love for photography and much more. This last year, he joined all the sports that Griffin has to offer, and he made all his friends join it as well. He also became senior class president. Yes, and he has flourished into quite a social butterfly. This fall, Aiden will be attending Colorado School of Mines to study mechanical engineering. I'm excited to have my best friend close again. Aiden is the best baby brother I could ask for, and I love him so much. I am so excited to see you grow in more ways and for you to thrive in college, Aiden. Thank you for making me a big sister, and congratulations on this milestone.
Josie Marie Kramer.
Today I have the great honor of speaking about a truly remarkable student, Josie. Josie first walked into my classroom in January 2023 when she shadowed the AP Environmental Science class. Even then, in just one visit, it was clear she belonged. She jumped right into assignments with the class and asked insightful questions and showed an impressive grasp of complex environmental issues. I encouraged her to join the school, and thankfully she did. Since then, Josie has not only thrived academically, earning a perfect score in the AP Environmental exam, but she also took on AP Biology with equal passion and focus. Her achievements are made all the more impressive by the fact that she faced significant health challenges during her senior year, yet she never complained, never gave up. You worked steadily and always with grace and determination and a quiet strength. Josie, your work ethic is something to admire. But more than that, your curiosity and resilience have left a lasting impression. As you head on into a career in environmental science, I offer this small piece of advice: stay curious, not just about the world, but about yourself. Make time to sit with your thoughts, to meditate, to understand your inner landscape as deeply as you study the natural world. Life isn't a race, it's a path. And the most meaningful discoveries often happen in the quiet, unplanned moments. Keep that thoughtful fire alive, Josie. Wishing you a future as bright and balanced as you are. In other words, just be you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Kai Krynick.
Hello. Hello, I'm Kai's mom, and for y'all, those who don't know me, IK prepared. Here I go. Who would have known that a gift at the age of 2 would have taught us so much about Kai? A playscape. As I held my hand on his back to guide him when he climbed up, Kai turned and gave me a look, shaking his head no, to emphasize that he could do it. We watched him struggle to figure out which red and blue pegs to grasp. So much thought into every and each move, but he made it to the top. Something about Kai, which may be hard to believe, is that he took his time to talk. At the top of the playscape, he grabbed the oversized yellow telescope and said, "Telescope." Jeff and I burst into laughter that his first real word was telescope. Kai has always done things his own way and on his own time. From the top, he could look around and see the world from a different view. He noticed things like shadows at different times of the day, planes overhead, and people in cars. Speech came, then questions. So many questions. And leaving the top, he would always use the slide, and at times it was a little awkward and clumsy, but he always landed on his feet. Like mentioned, the playscape taught us a lot about Kai. He had goals, but not without struggles. He took his time and fought against hardships and misjudgments, staying on his path to climbing forever upward. Carefully choosing his path, but most importantly, Kai, you stay true to yourself. Kai looks at the world through the lens of his own telescope, forever searching and noticing all what is around him. He is constantly researching for answers to questions diving deep into people, politics, and technology. His knowledge creates new paths and new goals, hoping to make the world a better place. Kai is his own person. He's determined and resilient. And without a doubt, whatever Kai faces, he will always land on his feet. Keep fighting to reach the top, Kai. Fight for all of us. We are so proud of you. I love you, my Kai Bear. Thank you. I love you. You want one?
Keisha Lee.
Hi, I'm Keisha's mom, and I wrote a poem. The title of it is My First Light. At 23, I held a spark, a tiny flame that lit the dark. From the start, she knew her way and rarely let me lead the day. I can do it myself, she'd say, a little voice with mighty sway. She gives with grace, a steady flame, lifts others up, yet needs no fame. She stands her ground with powerful might, an illuminous star, steadfast and bright. Today I stand in awe, amazed by all you've done, the path you've blazed. Step forward now with open eyes. The world awaits your heart, your rise. Come what may, in all you do, I'll love you just for being you.
Paidia Diana Mecher.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Bernie, Paidia's mom. Many of you here today think of Pi as an artist, and while that's true, I think the label is too small. As I reflected on Pi's life, searching for the common thread, I realized that she's really an explorer, fiercely independent and endlessly curious. She's been learning, building, and creating for as long as I can remember, always following the pull of her own curiosity. Her exploration has taken so many forms over the years, art, of course, but also sewing, jewelry, languages, even elaborate cardboard houses, which in retrospect may have hinted at her future interest in architecture. At her 6th grade graduation, Pi was awarded Most Self-Directed Learner. So, teachers, if you've ever been frustrated by missing assignments, rest assured Pi was probably working on something, though maybe not your assigned classwork. Behind her exploratory nature is a deep belief in simply doing the work. When I praise her talent, she brushes it off and reminds me it's really not about talent, it's about putting in the hours. While I'm amazed every day by her approach to life, what I admire most about Pi is her empathy and compassion for all creatures. She tames the stray cats in our neighborhood and spends countless hours at the animal shelter. Pi, you've shown such a tender love for the world. You've made me a better person, and it's been the greatest honor to be your mom. The world is lucky to have you.
Alyssa May Marufo.
Good morning. My name is Leticia. I am Alyssa's much older sister. Stronger in who she is and what she wants from her life. Alyssa is so creative and talented in many ways, including illustrating and co-creating a picture book with her friend Keisha this year, which is incredible. And she loves to share her creativity with others. She once created a Steven Universe collage for me just because I asked her to. She's not afraid to be silly or make her friends laugh with their TikTok videos and choreographed dances. I want to extend my gratitude to the greater Griffin community, the staff, the other students who have allowed her to, grow as a student, grow as a reader, grow as a storyteller and an artist, and just grow as the loving person I know her to be. As her older sister, it's been my privilege to support her and watch her grow into the person who is ready to meet the world with compassion and openness. Our family is so proud of all that she has become and will be, but I just want you to know, I know you're going to Texas State in the fall. Yay, congratulations. But no matter what you do, where you go, you will always be our sunshine. Love you, babe.
Will Martin.
Okay. Hello? Okay. Hello, families and friends. I may look like this young man here, but I am not. I'm Will's identical twin, Jack. As I was writing this speech, I thought, how do I speak about someone I know so well, almost as well as I know myself? What do I say that will describe this person who's been at my side for 19 years? So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our lives together. We've been each other's closest friends from elementary school Gaga Ball to YMCA soccer, where our team, the Monsters, played our little hearts out, but we almost always lost. You've been my steadfast companion. As we've got older, we've had other adventures, like at Papa's house, when I was trying to learn to drive the buggy, which is like a glorified golf cart. And according to you, I ran into a bush and nearly scraped you out of the vehicle. But you got your revenge this year in Finland when you flipped our snowmobile. I loved going to the beach with you, trying to body surf, and getting caught in the Colorado mountains during a thunderstorm and burning your feet off in Death Valley. It makes me laugh to think about the time when we went to a dude ranch and you tried to go horseback riding and your horse tried to roll over on you. So they gave you a new horse, which was like a tiny pony called Suitcase. I'm still terrified of horses to this day. And we've also had lots of fun in escape rooms and playing chess together. If you know Will, you know that he's kind-hearted and the kind of guy you can always rely on. You're a loyal friend and brother. You picked me up when my car broke down, though he did make a point of making fun of me. You are a funny and budding photographer, and you are so smart that you watch TikTok on double time speed because, according to you, your brain is just that advanced. We've shared a bedroom for most of our lives. While we finally have our own rooms and we attend different high schools, it'll be hard to think about a life when I see you only occasionally. Who will I argue with about absolutely meaningless things like whether gauze is the tan part of the Band-Aid or the little cloth in the middle? Berry College in Georgia is so lucky to have you. You'll be far away, studying the environment in the forests and trees. I hope the best for you, and I'm gonna miss you, your evil twin.
Eleanor Levering, Maddie.
I won't. Good morning, everyone. My name is Emma, and I have the honor of being Nora's older sister, and today, the even greater honor of speaking on her behalf as she graduates. I told myself I was going to do this. Okay. She's 3 years younger than me, but somehow she's always carried the kind of strength, kindness, and quiet confidence that I admire and I look up to. We went from playing Barbies for hours on end to color coding spreadsheets together while she decided which college would help her chase her dream of becoming a nurse. But that's always been Nora, dreaming big, but doing the work to get there. We used to be just across the hall from each other. I always knew she was nearby, belting songs in her room, asking, or most of the time not, to borrow my clothes, or needing help styling her hair. Now we're across the country from each other, and I miss those moments more than I ever expected. But even with the miles between us, she's still my best friend. Nora, you are smart, compassionate, and stronger than you know. I'm so proud of the woman that you've become. And I know you're gonna change lives at Texas State and beyond. So soak in today, Nora, because you've earned this. Thank you. Love you.
Natalia Moria.
Sorry there. Always happens. Dear Natalia, from the moment you could express yourself, you've always done things your way. I still smile thinking about the toddler who refused anything green on her plate and created her own fashion rules, wearing Halloween costumes from one Halloween all the way to the very next one. You have an incredible power to focus. Your determination to swing for hours on the monkey bars at Central Market has beautifully evolved into scaling walls at the climbing gym today. And yes, your biceps are almost as big as mine now. Like the Little Prince, once you set your mind on something, you never let it go. You remember all the notes you used to leave around the house when you wanted something? That's how we ended up with Cupcake, our Foster Fail Pitbull mix that gave us many, many years of joy. What I wish I'd known at your age is something I think you already understand, that staying true to yourself is the ultimate achievement. Today, I'm not just happy for what you've accomplished, but of who you've become. Someone who commits to putting in the time to learn anything new, shows maturity beyond your ages, and still does things your way. With all my love, your dad. Congratulations.
Delta Penn McDaniel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nori, and I've had the sincere pleasure of being an instructor in equestrian sports for Delta for the last 3-4 years. Congratulations, my dear. I'm now not going to look at you because parents reserve the right to cry at graduations, not teachers. It's an honor to stand here today as a mentor to someone I deeply admire and deeply respect. From the first time I met Delta, I saw a spark, the kind that doesn't demand attention, but quietly, consistently lights up every room. What defines Delta isn't just talent, but something far more powerful: resilience and perseverance. Time and time again, I've watched Delta face obstacles, not as dead ends, but as detours with purpose. No challenge ever kept them down for long. They always get back up wiser, stronger, and more determined. What also stands out to me about Delta is their open-mindedness. They listen, they learn, they never assume they know it all. And what makes them a natural leader is just that. Delta seeks out new perspective, embraces change with not fear, but with curiosity. They live in a mindset that is always embracing growth, always willing to put in the work and to be uncomfortable in the name of progress. They are proof that success isn't just about being the best right away, but becoming a little bit better every single day. And through it all, Delta remains deeply optimistic. Their belief in what's possible, in themselves and in others, and in the future, it's contagious. They inspire not just through words, but through the way in which they live and learn to show up for others. Like every equestrian knows, to have graceful transition, you must commit with your full chest. So go forth and commit to this transition and handle it with as much grace as I know you're capable of.
Pascal Meinert.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pascal's mom, Maria, and this ugly cry started way before this. So, I'm sorry. Whenever friends and family have asked us, how is Pascal? How's he doing at Griffin? Our answer has always been, Pascal is thriving. Today, we are celebrating you, the challenges that you have overcome with such maturity and grace, and the person you have grown into, this creative, optimistic, kind, and confident young man. Going forward, I hope you continue in your characteristic way, Pascal, to stay open to possibility and to hang on to that willingness to try new things. And know that as you face this next adventure, you carry the deep love of your family and the amazing and beautiful friends that you have here at Griffin and the caring community that has been here to support you and help you grow. I love you.
Oliver Michael Portman.
Sorry. Congratulations.
I'm Erin Oliver's mom, and before I say a few words, I just want to say Griffin is such a special place, and we're so grateful that both of our boys go here. Oliver, from day one, you've been a curious, deep thinker with an all-in passion for following your heart's delights. Most recently, that was at Griffin's homecoming and prom DJ. Shout out, Little Mayo! Since you were little, you've always loved basketball, practicing your handles for hours on end. You earned the title Mr. Hustle in grade school. You hit the buzzer beater to clinch the Griffin district win, and now you're the school MVP. All that hard work paid off. You even took a chance your senior year to try in a completely new sport, cross country, even if it was just to beat your little brother. During regionals on a hot and dusty course, you pushed your body and mind to the absolute limit. With nothing left in the tank, you kept those legs pumping until you flung yourself across the finish line, skinning your knee, then falling into a pile of cactus, only to start puking. When a concerned official asked if anyone knew who you were, I proudly said, "Yes, that's my boy." Not many people know what giving 100% means, but you really nailed it that day. Your dad calls you our own Ferris Bueller. You're a friend all, but willing to break a rule or two for the common good. You question assumptions, and that's a good thing for a well-read young man and future English major like you. You're going to be great at whatever you want to be. We have no doubt. But first, there's your next chapter, a gap year around the world with Beret scholars. This epic journey offers you the gift of time to stumble upon new passions you can go all in on. So if you come home from Brazil crazy for capoeira or from China obsessed with bamboo weaving, we are here for it. Oliver, for all your accomplishments, we are most proud of your nature. Kind-hearted, creative, entrepreneurial, brave, and fun. Our advice is to keep trusting your gut and jumping feet first into life. You see, graduating is very smart, but it's also very dangerous. You keep being you.
Emma Putman.
Emma, today you are older than all the books. You are older than all the bricks in Brick Hall. You are older than the spike tape that litters the big room floor that will always remember your footsteps. I wish we lived in a time when people sailed for years and left plays behind, when the world was wide and wild and waiting to be told a good story. I wish you could vanish into a character here again. Lose yourself in Varia's lonely heartbeat, Crystal's haunting harmonies. Share Francis's story one last time, the one that made the audience still and hold their breath. And in our memory, you are there, suspended in time on that stage, falling through the rain in Eurydice, waiting for the cherry orchard to be sold at auction, staring into the sky above Middletown, looking for the second star to the right and the lost girls who followed it straight on till morning, strolling with Harvey out of the shadows to gather with the greasers and watch the sunrise, laughing in the green glow with the girls that shine, feeling the strum and the drang in the air. You will forever be here in our memory as the wind blows, stirring the audience and lifting the hair from your face right at the moment you speak the final words of Tilly's melancholy monologue, our forever game of keepy uppy. Time is yours forever, Emma. Time in your hair, time in your hands. Then the front lawn will be quiet where the giant oak of your childhood once stood, leaving nothing left but an audience of almonds. Today is your graduation day, Emma. Happy graduation.
On Marshall Brox Rosenfeld.
Here's a little proof that this journey's maybe been a little bit longer than it's felt like. Oh boy. Brox, I'm standing here today not just as your proud father, but speaking for everyone who has watched you grow into the remarkable young man you've become. And we all eagerly anticipate being a part of the rest of your journey. We take such pride in your exceptional blend of creativity, intelligence, curiosity, and a kind personality. You love to learn, and from first principles at that, and I hope that plays a guiding role in the choices that await you. Just as important, and a powerful compliment, you've learned how to learn. Even at this amazing place, you found ways to stand out that say, I am Brox, and you can continue to do that. So take pride in these gifts, cherish them, and share them with the world. We've all watched you mature from our little boy into an adult who treats his obligations seriously, as a student, as a big brother, as a teammate, and a family member. That same adult also recognizes that savoring life matters just as much. Watching you flourish at Griffin has been inspiring. The smiles captured in the photos, the camaraderie we see with your class and teammates, and the joy you take from being part of a community. As you venture out further onto your own, we continue the adventure with you, progressing from determining our role in your life to embracing the role that you need. Whatever that may be, know that our love for you knows no bounds. Congratulations, son. The foundation is laid. Show us what belongs upon it. Good job, Brock.
Good morning. My name is Shiv Ganesh. Dear Shosho, standing here to speak is such a signal honor. So foremost, thank you, and thank you for being brave enough to let a UT professor of communication be here with you this morning. I have seen you grow from a young teenager who used to send me Spotify playlists and give me unsolicited skincare advice into a brilliant, passionate, and thoughtful young adult who feels deeply about the world, who is articulate, wickedly smart, kind, emotionally accomplished, hardworking, conscientious, sensitive, and wildly talented. But above all, you have grown into someone who has a strong moral compass and cares greatly and fundamentally about the people around you. I'm so sorry we are giving you a world that is so deeply wounded, but we cannot think of another person we would rather give it to care for, and to repair. So, to the girl with the lovely laugh, who lay for hours in the hammock in our yard, and who educated me about Jordan Peele movies, to the girl who explained problems with J.K. Rowling to us, who told us colorful story after story about her work shifts at Fresh Plus, and who laughed hysterically at her cat. To the girl who hung out with UT Austin students as we dragged them across 5 cities and 3 continents in 3 weeks. To the girl who loves her brother secretly, who reads so voraciously, who supports her friends so seriously, and who has and who will accomplish astonishing things in her life. To that girl, to that young woman, today, the future and this still beautiful world is yours.
Torin Patrick Sepulveda.
Torin started crawling the day before he sat up on his own. He was able to climb onto the top of a picnic table before he could walk. By the time he was 3, my heart no longer dropped into my stomach when I found him at the top of a tree because I realized something important. My beautiful risk taker knew what he was doing, and he was good at it. Torin's bravery, dexterity, and creativity is surpassed only by the courage of his heart. In first grade, you were awarded the Empathy Award. At your 8th grade graduation, in the epic St. Francis poem that the teachers read, you were described as wisdom, patient, hardworking, polite, and an old soul. You stand up for what is right even when it's difficult, even when the adults around you prefer you to be quiet. That's not easy to do, but that's the kind of heart and leadership that this world needs. Keep going. This world is so fortunate that you are a part of it. Thank you for being the kind of person that makes space for others, leading through your example just by being exactly who you are, even when you don't realize that you're doing it. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud to be your mom. I can't wait to see how your bravery, creativity, and empathy will help make this world a place where no one gets left behind. And I know you will have lots of fun climbing new heights in New York. Keep climbing and challenging authority, especially when speaking out against injustice. Follow your heart. It will not lead you astray. You wanna say something, Brent?
I love Toto. He's my best brother. He likes me and he plays with me.
Yay.
I love you.
Violetta Jane Shell. Sophia Noel Sabmariba.
Hello, I am Edie Samariba. I'm Noel's mother. I was born and raised in the Hill Country, and I graduated from UT, not too far from here. Noel was born in Houston, and she was raised there up until we moved here, and she started Griffin as a freshman. Just before we moved to Austin, I remember that you said to me, you looked up to me with great hope in your eyes, and you said, "Mama, will it snow in Austin?" And I said, "No, honey, it's not going to snow, but there will be sheets of ice that fall from time to time." And then you said, "Mama, will I like it in Austin?" And I said, "Yes, you're going to love it in Austin." And what I didn't say to you was that I thought to myself when you asked me that, I thought, you know, your body may have been born in Houston, but your soul is from Austin. Because you're a place in love with the beauty of nature. You're a proudly humble place. You are not motivated to action by self-interest, but rather justice. You are a place of immense creativity. You march by your own tune. You are quirky and sometimes weird. And you don't take yourself too seriously. And you're a place that loves to smile and laugh with others, that treats others with respect and dignity. And you are an astonishingly beautiful place. And you are as tough as nails. And And like the wildflowers, that grow here, you give far more than you consume. And while you were here at Griffin, you flourished. And we, your family, your community, witnessed it through your many leadership roles, student body president, many academic achievements, the many Griffin school track records that you leave behind for others to try to beat. Athlete of the Year, and so much more. We are oh so privileged to have witnessed, to see you flourish, and we're so proud of you. I leave you with just some quick words of advice. Stay curious, speak up, speak truth. Try to be aware of even the secondary efforts of your actions. Stay humble and thoughtful. Trust your judgment and your good instincts. Listen attentively, assess, and be last to speak. Remember that great leaders in our history have been misunderstood for long periods of time as they explore. Think big and raise the bar wherever you are, because it's a fight worth fighting. Don't let fear ever stop you from action. Many decisions can be reversed. Noel, your family and I honor you today, and we look forward to all that you have to achieve in the years to come at the LBJ School of Political Science at UT Austin.
Ava DeGracia Swan.
Hi, I'm Niall. I'm Ava's dad. Nice to meet y'all. So I'm going to give a little quote, and it goes something like this. Thank you to our kids for saving us from a life of terminal selfishness. I'd like to thank Adam and Caroline for creating a truly unique place in Austin. I think we can all say that with great heart. And I'd like to thank all the teachers as well, especially Akina and Robin Grace, who without a doubt gave 110% every day they were here. Thank you so much. To Ava, I say that one of the facets of youth is that we take our strengths for granted and we diminish them as a result. And many of us as adults do that too. So to Ava, I say, your resilience is incredible. Your emotional intelligence is phenomenal. Your intelligence is incredible. And thank you for being you. With that, I do not have Robin Grace's soaring voice, but I will endeavor to say a little poem for Ava. Ava. She came in not like a wrecking ball, but like an aircraft poised and tall. Smooth arrival, 747, September 14th, a birthday gift from heaven. Born with views of Manhattan's lights, midtown dreaming in Jersey nights. A Filipina who savored flavors bold, ramen, lumpia, and shepherd's pie were gold. She reads above her years, Beasley said. Future leader, Jocelyn shared. Even Catholic nuns would gently warn, you've got a star there, newly born. Books were never far from hand. Warriors bloomed at her command. From Mom's hugs and Garrett's grace to Isabel and Emily's place. A friend sincere and ever true, with steady heart and loyalty like a glue. In Texas, Reese sat new kids by her side. With Ava there, no need to hide. King Arthur's crown was hers to wear, and theater was her life to share. Middle school came with its hue. Too many kids in orange, it's true. But at school her words still danced across the page. Teachers would exclaim, an ability to express, oh so sage. Then high school came, and through the strife she found her music, found her life. Her Austin theater, her sweetest sound, a New York accent she had found. A toaster would be her heart's desire, with letters to the number 13 inspired. As university beckons, we must exclaim, it's not the jobs that earn your name, nor titles chased, nor worldly fame, but friends who stay when days are long and passions that linger like a song.
Aaron Tan. I'm really getting a 10, and you're getting 2 10s here. Firstly, I would like to thank the Griffin community for creating an environment that has developed this version 1.7 of Aaron. And here I go, ChatGPT. Aaron Tan Tiyong. And you're not in trouble. To those who know Aaron, you may or may not know that his full name consists of 2 Chinese characters. 智 is wisdom, intelligence, or knowledge. 用 is harmony. Harmony was definitely very lacking in these years of college application, but he has shown that he is intelligent and that wisdom, maybe. He definitely showed it in school, but not really at home. Harmony, I would say, on the soccer field, do better. Regardless, standing here with you today, Aaron, you have made us very, very proud. You have shown us that if you have put your mind on something, you will make it happen. Making your decision to attend architecture school only happened in your junior year. At that moment, it was a moment of panic. What do? We need a portfolio. We need this, we need that. Granted, mom did all the panicking. But you did it. You completed a portfolio that consisted of gold keys, and you got yourself a place at Syracuse Architecture School. To say you have done a bang-up job is an understatement. You have made us really, really proud of your achievements and how you have concluded your high school education. As you continue to grow in upstate New York, knowledge is knowing that a frozen post can hurt your tongue. Wisdom is knowing not to stick your tongue on the post. There is no doubt there will be moments that you will feel challenged, but I want you to remember these guidelines. Number 1, your family is always here to support you, and we will be your greatest fan. Number 2, don't let any setbacks bring you down. Pick yourself up and try again. And you can always 110% refer to guideline 1. Always. Be brave and explore. A wise man once said, a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. Lastly, we are in the 21st century. You do not need to write snail mail. There is minimally a text feature on your phone. So reply to mom's text and my occasional text. Congratulations, son. Go forth and be the man that you're meant to be. A wise man that spreads harmony. Love you.
Thank you. Love you.
William Tobelman.
Most people know us as Team Tobelman. So here we are as mom, dad, big sister to honor our sweet William. When I found out that I was going to have a son, I was so excited about all the things that I was going to teach him. But what I didn't expect were all of the things that I learned from him. I learned empathy, grace, kindness, patience, and love for theater that I never thought that I would have. I have always thought that sports and fixing things was all of the things that a father would teach their son. But instead, you taught me love for watching you on stage, starting as a wizard, and then suddenly, you were Seymour. And forever altered my soul. I am so excited to see what you do next at Pomona, and as Aaron's dad said, don't forget to text your mom.
Oh, shoot. People probably don't know that you came into this world on your own terms, slowly and only when you were ready to leave that safety. Being so sensitive exposed you to feeling such deep disappointments in adults and students that unfortunately bullied you at every school. But you always stood tall, took the high road, and maintained your strict moral code of social justice and never hurting others. I often wonder what I will do without you. Then I think about all you have given us, and you expressed your incredible bravery in so many circumstances that most would be too intimidated to attempt, like joining theater even though you have selective mutism, and be well wherever you are, like joining the track team mid-season freshman year with no experience running. And years later, because of your drive and self-determination to not miss out on anything, no matter how nervous you were, you did more than survive, you have thrived. Because of this, I know that we're gonna be okay. William, the world will be a better place because of you. We are all better people because of you. The world of international diplomacy is going to be wonderful because of you.
From the moment I started talking to you and reading to you when you were in Mama's tummy, I knew we were going to be best friends. And you really are my best friend. Our whole lives, we've been told we have such an unusual relationship, but I can't imagine not being so close to you. William, this kid is a superhero. He's quietly brave. He's not ostentatious about it, but the way that he pushes through the hard and scary times is so incredible to witness. He's also so loyal and always has been. Even when he was little, about this big, he would defend me against kids twice his size. And above all, he's the kindest person that I've ever met. My precious baby bear. I know you're going to be 1,347 miles away at Pomona, but I will always be here for you. Congratulations, William. We are so proud of you. Got it? Oh, your hat. I love you.
Sam Turner.
Congratulations to all the graduates, and thank you to Griffin. I'm Sam's mom, Angela. I tell a favorite story of when the neighborhood boys challenged you to the polar bear swim challenge on a cold December day in our backyard. The first boy jumped in, screamed, and swam quickly to the side of the pool. The second boy paced back and forth, nervously at the edge, finally deciding to jump in, screaming, arms flapping, and frantically swimming to the side. You stepped up to the water without hesitation, dove in, and swam the length of the pool. In your moment of victory, you stood up quietly beaming. I watched in awe of your courage in the face of a challenge and in awe of how you handled the victory. You face life with a quiet courage in ways that others may not see. The courage to face the day when you know what lies ahead of you is not easy. The courage of trying new things, new foods, new sports, and traveling to new places. The courage to stay true to yourself and to be kind to others, even when they haven't always done the same for you. The courage to lay it out on the court no matter the task. The courage to choose a career path driven by purpose and not profit. And now the courage to move to another state and embrace the unknown. Your courage, resilience, quick wit, kindness, compassion, and unwavering strength amaze and inspire me endlessly. Always believe in your potential, embrace your journey, and know that my support is endless and unconditional. Your father and I are so proud of the hard work that you've put into your academics, your commitment to music, and dedication to sports, and we are so very proud of the woman that you have become. You are remarkable. Congratulations.
Audrey Ann Watson.
This isn't a fairy tale, though it started like one. It's not a tragedy, though the ending might feel like one. Your time here at Griffin, it is something else. You are something else, Audrey. As an actress, you're the wonder, the curiosity. As a human being, you are the new world. You're the loud stone speaking the unspeakable truth. Dunyasha yearning for the world outside the orchard, married Swanson hovering over the kitchen sink, holding on to her rapidly unraveling life. Mother clutching Laura Bear to her chest and patiently waiting for the child who wanders. Nurse Kelly, who was brave enough to see Elwood for who he truly was before anyone else could. Derry raising 2 young brothers and holding out hope for something better. Ronette, and you just have to stand aside and watch that mother blow. You are Catherine Wolfe Donahue, who taught with her courage and compassion that we were wrong, that we won't see our lives flash before our eyes. We will see our stories, beginning and middle as they were written, and the end as it comes. On the front lawn of Griffin, surrounded by your graduating class for the last time, heading out into the unknown, small waves of grace all around you, faith at the edge of the world. And we think, lucky us, that we were able to bear witness to your wonders. Time is kind, after all. And we know that we are blessed to have shared so much time with you. For this moment, while time turns its face, we were all here. And you, Audrey, are shining.
Vivian Sophia Diana Weiss.
The list of things that I love about my daughter is infinite, and I can't believe they give us the mic. But because we have limited time, I will share just my top 5. Number 1, Vivian has an intuitive sense of humor. The unexpected, the goofy, the joyful, but never cruel. When told to clean the table as a little girl, she manifested her inner majesty and became queen to table. Number 2, some people breathe to live, but Vivian sings to live. If it's something you can do while singing, eating, driving, dancing, she's done it. Our house is full of songs from Leve, songs from Waitress, Wicked, Glee, And I don't want to know what the original artists sound like. Keep singing. Number 3, her strong compass. When she finished her first year at Austin High School, she told us she wanted to go to Griffin. We delayed. After the second year, she said, I want to go to Griffin. We're so grateful to Adam and Caroline for making room for us because it has been the perfect place for her. You always had a clear sense of what is go for you and what is no. Hang on to that. Number 4, your iron will. Dance classes, doctor's appointments, virtual theater camp, all things we have walked out on when she has reached her limit. You cannot ask a mountain to scoot over an inch. She started a remarkably profitable baking business once that was fueled by sheer determination to prove me wrong. Number 5, Vivian's heart is discriminating, steady and true. When she was small, she wouldn't leave a party without an extra slice of cake for her big brother, and she insisted on being the first to hold her little brother. Now it's her parade of friends who make her so happy in all the best ways and are the causes for her sudden and frequent disappearances from our house to make room for Saturday snacks or thrift store adventures or just driving between each other's houses like a citywide dot-to-dot. Hang on to those friends. My wish for you and for all of your friends who are graduating today is that you invest in your strengths and you are tender towards your weaknesses and that you always, always know your audience. Congratulations, Vivian.
Rachel Huiling Zhang. Okay. Graduates, come on out, come forward. Faculty and staff, come on down to the aisle if you would, if you'll come around to the back and form what we're calling the Gauntlet of Love. And if everyone else could please rise and join me in a standing ovation for the graduating class of 2025. You may throw your caps.
Someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream of long before